It's November 22nd today, and this year's renovation has provided me with an opportunity to try a dormant seeding. I don't normally do this to my renovations, but this year's renovation came in a little thinner than usual. In the past, I've just let the Kentucky Bluegrass work its own magic and fill itself in over the following summer. It's amazing how well it does that, but since I have such a large thin area this year, I thought it would be fun to try a dormant seeding experiment. Dormant seeding is seeding at a time when the soil temperatures are too cold for the seed to germinate. You can dormant seed in the cold weather of late fall, when it's cold enough for the seed to remain dormant until spring, when soil temperatures warm up enough for the seed to germinate and start growing. Germination normally occurs when soil temperatures rise to 50 degrees and above, so you want to dormant seed when your average soil temperatures are well below 50 degrees. Shade is a part of my problem this year, near the house and under the tree as well. Additionally, I've had some trouble in the lowest area that runs right down the middle of the lawn. I want to try dormant seeding this year because I'd like to see if I can help the grass thicken up a little quicker this year without having to do a full spring overseed. My soil temperature today is 38 degrees, and we're expecting a snowfall here in a day or two that could last the rest of the season. This may be my last opportunity to apply the grass seed before the soil is covered in snow. Dormant seeding can be as easy as just spreading out some seed, but you must understand that dormant seeding is less than an ideal seeding method. Not all or even close to all the seeds will survive and germinate. All the extra care and work that you would give to a fall seeding can also help your dormant seeding. Aeration, dethatching, raking, top dressing, rolling, and anything else that you would do to increase the seed-to-soil contact in your fall seeding can also increase the germination rate and success of your dormant seeding. Since I understand that this is a less than ideal seeding technique, and a lot of my seed will not survive and germinate over the winter, I'm going to use more seed than normal. You can use up to twice as much seed as you would in an ideal seeding condition. Unfortunately, using a lot of seed can get a little bit spendy when you're using premium seed. I weighed out the same 3 pounds of seed per 1,000 square feet for this dormant seeding as I did for the initial seeding. This should give me a seeding rate of at least 3 pounds per 1,000, and up to 6 pounds per 1,000 if I can limit my seeding to just the thin areas of the renovation. I'm spreading Mazama Kentucky Bluegrass seed where I planted Mazama, and Bluebank Kentucky Bluegrass seed where I planted Bluebank earlier this fall. I'm also leaving an unseeded control area on the left side of the renovation so that we can see just how much help the dormant seeding provides compared to just letting the original seed do the work of filling in on its own. I think I may be getting close to 6 pounds per 1,000 with the Mazama seed, but probably closer to just 4 pounds per 1,000 for the Bluebank seed. But that's okay with me. This was supposed to be an even easier lawn renovation for me, and I'd like to make it an easy dormant seeding as well. In fact, I'm not doing any soil preparation for this dormant seeding at all. I thought about using my garden weasel to work my seed into the soil, but the soil was too wet and squishy right now, and it didn't work very well when I tested it. If the weather cooperates and the soil dries up some before snowfall, I can try it then. Another thing I can do is spread some leftover peat moss that I have on hand as a top dressing for the bare areas. But I'll apply that after snow melt if I decide to do that. The best thing I have going for me is that the many freeze and thaw cycles that will occur over the rest of this fall and spring will crack and heave the soil many times over, naturally working some of the seed into the soil. The seed doesn't need to be buried, but it needs to be in close contact with the soil. Dormant seeding can be as easy as you want it to be. One big advantage it has over a spring overseed is that the seed germinates at the earliest possible time when the weather is still cool and rainy, leaving you very little watering to do. Another advantage of the early germination of dormant seeding is that it will also mature much earlier and be able to survive the heat of summer much better than a typical spring overseed. I won't have to water this nearly every day in the summer, like I had to do with last year's spring overseed. I'll keep it watered, but I won't be fussing over it. I won't be able to use my regular weed preventer this spring, but I can use Scott's starter fertilizer for new grass as my spring weed preventer. It's incredible how well Kentucky Bluegrass can spread and thicken up on its own, but I can't wait to see how much this dormant seeding helps. You won't want to miss the spring update for this video, so be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell next to it so you don't miss any videos. And remember, you can do it.